In heartbreaking news that has shaken the sports world, Jim Irsay, the longtime owner and CEO of the Indianapolis Colts, has died at the age of 65. According to an official statement released by the team, Irsay passed away peacefully in his sleep on Wednesday afternoon. The organization extended its deepest sympathies to his 3 daughters and the entire Irsay family. Jim's dedication and passion for the Indianapolis Colts, in addition to his generosity, commitment to the community, and, most importantly, his love for his family were unsurpassed, the Colts said in their announcement. It was known that Irsay had been battling health challenges in recent years. He had largely stepped back from the public eye. His final social media post, fittingly, was made on Wednesday, in which he extended support to the Indiana Pacers as they advanced to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Jim Irsay's journey in professional football was deeply rooted in family and legacy. He began his career in the NFL at an early age, working as a ball boy for the then Baltimore Colts. His father, Robert Irsay, had acquired the team in 1972, introducing Jim to a world he would help shape for decades. Some of Jim's fondest memories came from his youth working training camps in Baltimore. The team recalled building relationships with players, coaches, and staff who he considered his extended family. Over the years, Jim worked in every department of the franchise. That tireless effort paid off when, in 1984, at just 24 years old, he became the youngest general manager in NFL history right after the Colts moved from Baltimore to Indianapolis in a now legendary overnight transition. When Robert Irsay passed away in 1997, Jim took full control of the team after a legal dispute with his stepmother. He would remain at the helm of the Colts for the next 27 years, making decisions that would help shape not only the franchise, but the NFL as a whole. One of Jim Irsay's most impactful decisions came in 1998 when the Colts had the first pick in the NFL draft. The team selected a young quarterback out of Tennessee named Peyton Manning, a move that would change the course of the franchise's history. Manning became the face of the Colts and helped lead the team to numerous victories, including a Super Bowl win in 2007. Under Irsay's ownership, the Colts claimed 10 division titles, 2 AFC championships, and of course, that unforgettable Super Bowl 41 victory over the Chicago Bears. In a heartfelt tribute on Instagram, Peyton Manning wrote, "His love for the Colts and the city of Indy was unmatched. He was an incredibly generous and passionate owner, and I will always be indebted to him for giving me my start in the NFL. His impact on the players who played for him will not be forgotten." NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell also shared kind words, saying, "Jim's Colts won the Super Bowl, hosted another, and built Lucas Oil Stadium. He led with integrity, passion, and care for the Colts players, coaches, and staff." But Jim Irsay's life extended well beyond football. He was known not just for his role as a sports executive, but as a philanthropist, mental health advocate, art collector, and musician. His initiative, Kicking the Stigma, launched in 2020, aimed to raise awareness and provide resources for mental health issues. This deeply personal campaign reflected Irsay's own openness about his past struggles. In a 2023 interview, he revealed he had been to rehab at least 15 times and often spoke publicly about the importance of mental health support. "When I do this work, it's to try to save and help one person, one at a time," Irsay said in a 2022 interview. "It's the empathy and the tremendous compassion that you develop as a human being. We can share our strength, hope, and experience to alleviate suffering from others." Another dimension of Jim Irsay's life was his deep love for music, especially rock and roll. He curated what is considered one of the most remarkable collections of rock memorabilia and American cultural artifacts in the world. Among his prized possessions were guitars and personal items once owned by legendary musicians including the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Prince, and many others. In 2022, he made headlines when he bought one of Kurt Cobain's iconic guitars for $4.5 million. A portion of that money was donated to his mental health initiative. His collection extended far beyond music. He owned rare manuscripts, first edition books by Mark Twain, a scroll manuscript of Jack Kerouac's On the Road, boxing shoes worn by Muhammad Ali during the Thrilla in Manila, an even signed document from U.S. Presidents George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Abraham Lincoln. Through exhibitions of the Jim Irsay collection, he shared these treasures with the public, showcasing them at venues like the U.S. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the British Library, and even his own Lucas Oil Stadium. Irsay was also a performer in his own right, fronting the Jim Irsay Band, a group that toured with special guests such as John Mellencamp and Wilson of Heart. It was yet another example of Irsay living his passions to the fullest. Despite his many achievements, Irsay's personal life was not without difficulty. He faced public challenges with health and substance issues over the years. In 2014, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. He eventually pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge, was fined by the NFL, and was suspended for 6 games. Years later, in an interview, Irsay reflected on the incident and his broader journey with recovery. He shared that he once experienced a near-fatal overdose and was revived after doctors had nearly given up. In early 2024, Colts officials confirmed that Irsay was undergoing treatment for a serious respiratory illness. In March of that year, he told reporters he had undergone his 26th medical procedure in 7 years, a testament to the health battles he faced quietly behind the scenes. In his final months, fans expressed concern as he was seen using a wheelchair and mobility device. According to reports, he had recently undergone 2 separate surgeries, one following a fall that caused nerve issues and another to address a serious hematoma. Jim Irsay was clear about his intentions for the Colts' future. "We're keeping 100% of the team that I'm passing on to my children," he once said. His 3 daughters, Carlie Irsay-Gordon, Casey Foyt, and Kalen Jackson, are all part of the Colts leadership, each holding the title of vice chair/owner. Carlie, in particular, is expected to take a more prominent role, having previously led the organization during her father's absence in 2014. According to her biography, Carlie has been with the Colts since 2008 and is actively involved in all aspects of the organization, particularly in football operations and digital media. The Irsay daughters will now become the youngest ownership group in the NFL, continuing the legacy their father built with integrity, compassion, and passion for both football and community. Following his death, tributes poured in from every corner of the sports world and beyond. From governors to athletes, musicians to fellow team owners. Everyone who knew Jim Irsay remembered him as a visionary, a kind-hearted leader, and a man who used his platform to do good. Indiana Governor Mike Braun noted, "The Irsay family brought football to the state of Indiana, and his philanthropic efforts will have a lasting impact for years to come." NFL teams across the country expressed condolences. Former players shared memories of his kindness and generosity. Fans left flowers and signs outside Lucas Oil Stadium, showing just how deeply Jim Irsay touched the hearts of many. Jim Irsay leaves behind a legacy that is rich, complex, and full of heart. From lifting the Lombardi Trophy to lifting the spirits of those suffering in silence, Irsay proved that leadership isn't just about wins and losses. It's about making a difference where it matters most. As the torch passes to his daughters, the Colts organization, and indeed the NFL, will continue to feel the lasting effects of his leadership, passion, and vision. Thank you, Jim Irsay, for everything you gave to the game, to your city, and to the world. If you found this video meaningful, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us share more stories that matter. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. Your legacy lives on,